Hey guys, it's Roscoe in the Space Couch today. Gravitational waves have finally been discovered. Now, this was predicted by Einstein 100 years ago, and this was the last part of general relativity that had remained unproven. So, September 2015, the LIGO experiments, the Laser Interferometer Gravitational Wave Observatory, I think. Now, it had been set, and it stretches over miles and miles and miles, to pick up these very fine vibrations in the fabric of the universe, I guess. And it was switched on in September, and almost instantly, as it is for science, I mean, I think it was like a few weeks at the most, they detected, they made observations, picked up within milliseconds this repeating pattern, and it turns out it's caused by two black holes orbiting and then merging with each other, 1.3 billion light years away. Now this signal, it was so strong that they assumed it was a mistake, that it was noise. I mean, remember the previous attempt at discovering gravitation was by the Bicep 2 team down in Antarctica. It was tainted by interstellar dust. They were worried that something like that might have happened with this. So when they traced these waves back to their source, the black holes, they had a mass of 29 and 36 solar masses respectively. After the merger, they were missing 3 solar masses worth of material. 3 suns worth of material, That was emitted in a burst of gravitational waves. Recall energy, mass, all the same, they're essentially interchangeable. So yes, huge amount of material, but over the course of the entire universe, I think the movement of that wave, I can't remember exactly, it was something like a quarter of a proton or something, something like infinitesimal. That's how much the wave had stretched the fabric of the universe by at this point. Now, it was also the first actual proof that binary black holes do actually exist, as opposed to being theorised. Now, I think the LIGO, it's now offline, it's been upgraded. It should be even more sensitive when it goes back on in September. It's doing more observations. There's also rumours that it had made other detections also before it went offline, as well as this one of these 2 black holes. So we shall find out in due course. Now, scientists have likened this with all the, optical and radar and infrared machinery infrastructure they have. That's like being able to see the universe. Gravitational waves, they say it's like being able to hear it as well now. So that's a whole new toolkit for exploring the observable universe. I mean, gravitational waves, they can be traced back further than we can see with other instruments. Previously, we can only see back to the cosmic microwave background radiation, approximately 400,000 years after the Big Bang. Gravitational waves, they should be able to trace them back to the Big Bang itself directly. And who knows what that will reveal, that repercussions of that on so many levels will be absolutely enormous. I mean, 100 years ago, relativity, special, general, whatever, it was just a claim. And now it is a fact of the universe. I mean, our civilization is completely dependent on it. I mean, we all use GPS, and that comes from satellites. They all use relativity. Otherwise, we'd all end up in the wrong location or driving into rivers. So yes, it is without doubt one of the biggest discoveries of all time. Could very well be the biggest discovery, certainly of this century as well as of the last, barring, I guess, aliens, I suppose. I mean, it will have ramifications we can't even begin to imagine over the centuries to come. I mean, there will be Nobels all round once it's confirmed, obviously, and that's fantastic news. Science advances, as it always does. Where will it take us? I mean, this is the sort of thing I'm just thinking, right here. We could end up with, interstellar spaceships or something, someone discovers something about gravitational waves that means we can use them in an Alcubierre drive or whatever. I mean, I don't even know if those 2 things are compatible. I'm just wildly theorising, speculating where it could lead us. It will lead us places we cannot even imagine, as I say. But it is a fantastic news. It is a huge, huge discovery. It can only ever be to the betterment of mankind. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this content. Leave me a comment or a suggestion for an upcoming topic you'd like to see discussed, or like the video.